Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to another part of my F1 Manager 22 career mode with Alfa Romeo, and this is the Season 1 finale of this series. You know, this is quite an exciting one for many different reasons. Of course, it's the end of our first ever season on this completely brand new game made by Frontier devs. It's the end of an exciting season for Alfa Romeo and us, you know, securing third place. Mercedes, they've tried their hardest, but we just had so many of those quality races where we were able to get a 1-2. We were able to get a couple of wins with Gasly and Valtteri Bottas earlier in the season. And I just hope we can end off the season with a bit of a high. Whether that means just, you know, going out there and beating the Mercedes, you know, that may be the case, because the game has gotten a little bit harder for us with this Alfa Romeo team after the patch, etc. But I'm hoping for a strong one. We're going to not put Porsche into any of their cars for FP1. I want to give them the best opportunity to kind of, you know, get prepared for this weekend, because last episode was a tough one at Brazil. Both drivers with some errors. Gasly ultimately with a bit of a kind of glitchy error where he just kind of, you know, went off circuit. That was fine, but then he just kind of sat there and kind of lost us the entire race with him, and we actually ended up retiring the car just to save it a bit more. And we tried an audacious one-stop with Bottas. We did recover actually quite a few positions, I guess, with that one. So actually in hindsight, maybe that kind of showed us that if we can just not have mistakes and we actually run our races as we want, trying to do a one-stop, even though it can feel painful at times with the kind of lack of out-and-out speed overall, because of that, you know, lack of that one extra stop versus the two-stop, if the AI are doing a two-stop, that is. But there's plenty to do at the end of this episode. But there's plenty to do in this episode in terms of this is where Abu Dhabi is, and that's the season end. Then we've got car part developments locked for the season. I hope that's just this season, because right now, in terms of our car development, our chassis, well, we got a new one being manufactured, because obviously we broke, Bottas broke his own one last episode, but we've got the research, the second research we've done on the front wing and the rear wing. That will get done in 39 and 44 days, respectively. So the front wing's going to get done by the 23rd of December. The rear wing will get done, I believe, 28th of December. And I think, according to a comment from one of you guys, we should be fine, because 1st of January is when everything switches over to the new car. But this development should just be in terms of car parts, like it says, car parts, not research. So I think we should be fine for that research to come in and be effective for next year's car. And then we've got a board performance review. So we'll go through all of that to end off the episode in terms of after the race. We'll look through this, go to the board performance. But first and foremost, we actually have to see out this last race of the season. It was another difficult race, and the board were disappointed after that. I think confidence, though, overall should be fine. They're satisfied, delighted with the race performance, so overall high. They can't complain. We've got 8 podiums this season, and that was the target by 2024. So it's been a very, very strong season overall. You know, Gasly has got 4 wins this season, and remember, he came in later in the year, so that's very, very impressive for him. And then Bottas with 1 win this year, but 6 podiums before Gasly came in and kind of showed his true speed there versus Valtteri. But also there's been this weird thing of ever since Gasly came in and we swapped their engineers, of course, because I gave Bottas the better engineer we had at the time, which was Guan Yu Zhou's engineer. Maybe that affected his performance. I don't know. I have a hunch that's going to be the main factor, because ever since then he did decrease and made a few more mistakes. So whether that's to do with the engineering as well, and also missing FP1 sessions, but equally Gasly's missed FP1 sessions, but we brought over his engineer from AlphaTauri. The Pierre connection has worked well for him, and hopefully we can take out that mistake he made at Sao Paulo. That's just a blip in what has been a truly fantastic half-year sort of thing for Gasly in this team. We can build around him for next year. So we're heading on into FP3, this is, having simulated the first 2 on Friday. 89% confidence with Bottas, 90% with Gasly, so a pretty good baseline to just finish this off in the final bit of practice. So FP3 has ended. Hamilton in P5 with a checkerboard of Bottas, Russell, and Gasly. We are lacking a little bit of speed there, maybe from our worn gearboxes, and because Well, both Mercs have penalties here. I'm now very tempted to just take a new set of gearboxes. It will cost us 2 million to do. It is the end of the season, though, so is it worthwhile? Because none of it's going to carry over to next year. So maybe we just suck it up knowing that Merc are going to be pushed back and maybe we can just have a good race that way. Because realistically, we are not going to really be attacking Ferrari and Red Bull. You know, the last couple of races have shown that. So maybe that's actually going to be a nice kind of cushion for us versus Merc in this race to allow us to maybe actually fight them a bit. Because they'll just have to catch back up to us with a probably, you know, a much better car in terms of not anything being broken. Because our gearboxes are very worn. I think the best gearbox I've got both these drivers is like 39%, which is not ideal, but it's just the way it's worked out here. But it's the last race, so is there really any point of taking it, just wasting 2 million? I don't think so. Logically, to me, doesn't seem so, and it's actually a good thing Merc had the penalty, so it is what it is, basically. But setup confidence ends up with 92% with Gasly, Bottas with 90, both of them with 100% track clientization and car part knowledge, so that's good. That's what you want. Hopefully, that's going to minimize mistakes for them in this race. But first of all, let's get into qualifying. I put them both on a scrub set of softs, and we're keeping the fresh set for the end of the session, that last lap, when the track's going to get quicker and quicker. So let's see, though, what the pace is going to be like. I really hope those gearboxes aren't going to be a massive detriment. Obviously, the game does say it's going to slow them down a little bit, but, you know, I feel like maybe just, you know, a small, tiny margin. Let's see, though. Right, Bottas coming through the final couple of corners here for Abu Dhabi. His first flying lap in Q3. 2 greens, but he's the first man on track, so no real idea what that means. But let's see what the lap time is going to be. It is a 1:24.60. So let's see. Are people going quicker than that in terms of Hamilton and Russell? We're going to have to find out. Gasly, where is he? He's rounding up the lap, where Hamilton's going to come across the line. Hamilton comes across the line and is 0.6 quicker than Bottas. Gasly across the line. Where is he going to place versus Bottas? It will be slower by a 1/10. So, but they're 2 equalised, so at least they're close together. But Hamilton with a big margin over us. But we are on a worn set of softs. They may have used a fresh set. So let's wait for that final lap here at the end of the session. But let's take a look at what people like Leclerc and Verstappen are going to do, because this is pretty important for the championship in terms of any chance of Verstappen going and winning this by a shock win and Leclerc 0 points or something. But it's not looking like it. Ferrari too strong. Ferrari 1-2 provisionally right now, unless Perez wants to try and ruin that. Russell still setting a time, so we'll find out where he goes. And then, well, let's reconfigure this first onto that new set of tyres for both drivers, ready to go out right to the death. Russell comes in and beats both of us, and Alonso split us. So we definitely need a much better time on the second run. But I think, you know, the fact that we use the scrub set is promising, that we're that close on a scrub set. Right, so it's green for our 2 drivers. That's good. Russell, though, coming across the line. Let's see what he can do. Is it an improvement? It's, no improvement for Russell. That's good news for us. What can Hamilton do? He's close by. Will Hamilton improve? It seems so. I think it was, because I think he was 4 something. So 4/10 off. Leclerc is provisional pole. Will Verstappen go any better? Cross the line? No. So that is how it's going to stay put. But both our drivers are green. So let's see what Bottas and Gasly can do on the new tyres. Come on, mate. We need to... Again with this refueling thing. I really feel like it's a very bad bug. And if this is actually affecting my lap time, I'll be really annoyed that they've still not hotfixed this or patched this or whatever. As they come through, final bit of the straight. Bottas, across... come on, lads. Across the line. And it is an improvement, but it's not enough to get anywhere near Hamilton. Got close to the Red Bull, though, which is pretty sick. Gasly across the line for him, and it is an improvement that gets him ahead of Alonso. But he is rivaling... So we're near to Russell. Hamilton seems to be in a world of his own right now. So 6 and 8, though. Not bad, knowing the Silver Arrows will have that penalty. So on the grid, we'll jump up a bit and try and control the race from there. And just try and get best of the rest, basically, behind the Red Bulls and Ferraris. I don't know. Dear F1 gods, it's the final race of the season. Could we... I know we're not going to get rain because it's Abu Dhabi, but could we get a madness something crazy happening to help us out and end the season with a bang. Please, thank you. So it's starting P5 and 6. So literally the positions we'll be hoping to finish in this race if everything goes according to plan. So it is going to be okay. There is a 2-stop available. 1-stop is there, and the game actually is recommending a 1-stop as one of the strategies, whereas at Brazil, I basically manufactured a 1-stop and just kind of said, oh, screw it, we'll just go for it. So I'm going to go for the 1-stop for Bottas and maybe even Gasly, because I think it's just going to be the more powerful strategy for us, just to stay out in clean air and do our own thing, basically.
A partly clear night here. Drivers now lined up on the grid. And there's Valtteri Bottas. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. Next for the team, it's Pierre Gasly. A top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalise on it? Will their hard work pay off today? Anything could happen. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's lights out.
Here we go, the final race of Season 1 of this first season of F1 Manager Career Mode. Gasly with a bit of a slower start versus Bottas. Bottas actually managing to overtake Perez here round the outside. Can Bottas hold this through? Let's right on board with him. And look at the rear wing, and there is Checo slotting into place. Maybe Checo's got warm parts, I don't know. But Bottas stays ahead in P4. Obviously, we're on full out attack right now with both drivers, but we're going to have to calm that down eventually. In terms of tyres, we've chosen mediums. The Mercedes has gone with soft, so that suggests they're doing a 2-stop, along with Sainz in the Ferrari, Leclerc on mediums, Verstappen going aggressive with a 2-stop. So that's it. You have to go different than Leclerc, I guess, to try something, I guess, basically in that kind of region, basically, I would say. So the two Ferraris close together. Sainz might even go for a move there. Bottas remains in P4. Gasly right up behind Checo. So already now, I would say, let's try and just stick with Checo and calm this down a bit with the fuel and everything like that, because I just want to stick with Checo, keeping his DRS. Hopefully that Haas behind us doesn't overtake us and ruin the party, basically, because from Hamilton P9, Russell P15. So we can definitely finish ahead of Russell. Hamilton's the obstacle, and I'm really hoping Alonso and Magnussen give him a tough fight here to help us out in that department. Right, Bottas going to have to go with a bit of defensive ERS here, because Perez is right behind him with some slipstream. Gasly's fallen a little bit out of range of Perez. Kind of tempted to push him a little bit just to keep up with him. With Valtteri, can he defend? Yes, he can. Nicely done on Perez, but annoyingly, there's another whole straight here to try and defend with. So defensive again with ERS. Perez will use attack, but will stay ahead. Good stuff. Right, harvest there, and then Gasly. I'm going to use... I'll keep neutral for now, and then we'll use attack on the next straight with DRS, if he stays in it, that is. Actually, no, let's go deploy, just to make sure we're definitely in range of DRS, to stick with Perez, and then crucially pull away from that man. And Alonso is still ahead of Hamilton, so that's good. Really need you to do us a favour, Fernando, and defend like an absolute animal, okay? Right, Bottas, ooh, defends well from Checo despite being on harvest there. That's good stuff for him. Right, DRS available for Gasly. We'll go neutral for him and just watch this battle on board with him. And let's just monitor where Bottas' situation is. Will Perez go for a move here? Don't think so. Right, go defend with him and then go overtake mode with Gasly. Let's see. Can we get it? Can we get a move going with DRS? The only annoying thing is Bottas doesn't have DRS, so he's going to be very slow here, but I'm hoping that defensive ERS will be enough just to hold Perez up and maybe allow Gasly to slip through down the inside. Come on, Gasly. This is teamwork here. Oh, good stuff. Come on, finish the move off. Finish the move off, please. Still in overtake mode. He'll get a second bite of the cherry of DRS. He might even overtake Valtteri here. I think he will. Bottas, let's see. Is he going to at least stay ahead of Checo? Yes, he will. But Gasly is now ahead. Got Perez behind with DRS. Gasly has got Bottas behind, and he may go for the move here. We're on deploy with Gasly. Just try and stay ahead. And deployment's working enough. Now go harvest at the end of this one. Bottas harvest. Then we're going to go through this. And then, oh, God, wait, hang on. Going to go deploy again, defend, and just stay ahead. And we just need to keep on doing that. Oh, no, Bottas is in trouble here. Bottas, oh, okay, no, he's pulled away, Although, have you seen what I've seen? Hamilton's right there. Oh, God. Okay, well, you two did nothing, didn't you? Well, Hamilton's there. And now, unfortunately, maybe he will be in play with us as Bottas now overtakes Gasly to get back into P5. And Gasly is the one being the rear gunner. Right, overtake mode for Gasly. He's going to have DRS, so should overtake Bottas, even with him on defense. But he's drained a lot of ERS here and he's actually defending our teammate. And that might invite Perez. I really hope not. Will Gasly make a dive down the inside? No. Don't know what the best way to play this is. I think go harvest. Then go overtake with Gasly. Let him by with DRS. And then go defend there. And then will that work with Bottas or no? Oh no, here comes Lewis. Here comes Lewis. He is using defensive ERS because it's draining here at the end of the straight. But Lewis is through. It's just so hard. It's a lot harder now, post-patch, I feel, to work as a team and have that kind of, you know, kind of nature of sticking behind them. Yellow flags in Sector 3. I don't know what for. Another car is spun. It's not... Oh, Hamilton span! I didn't even see that. When did that even happen? I've just fast-forwarded for a split second, and he span it. Oh! He's so big mistake from Lewis. On the 2-stop, remember. So that's massive for us. Thank you, F1 gods. Thank you. This is what I wanted. Oh, look at this massive train forming behind Pierre Gasly. Oi, oi, oi. Right, with Bottas, well, we're looking to just harvest as much as we can. Maybe let's just push the tyres and fuel a little bit to close up to Checo, huh? Whereas Perez, oh, he's right in our mirrors now. Harvesting here. Harvest a lot now. Defensive ERS. Let's use the fuel a bit. Not the tyres, though. Let's just use the fuel a bit and try and stay ahead if we can. Can he defend this at all? Can Bottas even defend at all? And Perez is passed. Perez is passed. And then Gasly. Oh, Gasly goes for it. Gasly, come on. The re-overtake on Perez. Yes, son. Come on. On the exit. Got to finish that off. Yes. Good stuff. And now Bottas is right there with DRS off Perez. Well within 1 second. Let's harvest with him. But look at the pace difference. This is how much we're holding back Perez and everyone. We're 11.7 seconds behind these guys. It's just so difficult right now with where the car is to do anything here. And we're kind of fighting a losing battle of trying to keep them behind compared to previous episodes pre-patch where the tyre obviously allowed us to just push like that, like a madman. Obviously, this is way more realistic, but it's making the challenge this season a lot harder. I'm hoping next season our car's in a place where we can get back to performing like we were in the early stage of Season 1 maybe, or the middle part of Season 1. I'm hoping with all the researching we've been doing. Right, interesting stuff here now because, well, Leclerc stayed out on that 2-stop, obviously. But now you got Verstappen and Sainz. They're on hards. They've gone hards, but that 2-stop does have a hard tyre involved in it. So I think they're still on the 2-stop very much, but they're there now. Verstappen can see us two Alfa Romeos up the road fighting his teammate Perez as Gasly... Oh! Gasly might go for a move. He's side by side now with Bottas. That was very questionable animation there, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, Leclerc on that 1-stop, I think. So out of the lead. And now a safety car! Our driver's locked up. Wasn't one of our drivers, right? No. Was it Sainz? No. Verstappen. Who locked up? Who locked up? I don't know who locked up. But a safety car's out. Okay. That gives... Is there... Oh... Okay, how many... 4 laps to our pit window. We could just pit now and make the 1-stop work with a free pit stop, surely. Surely. The only annoying thing is our drivers are very close to each other. So, I don't know. Like, this double stack. Is there enough time? Yeah, safety car. Is there enough time? What are the intervals here? He's going to be behind these guys, but is there enough interval here? As Norris is out of this Grand Prix then with that lockup. Interesting. Let's look at this replay, see what happened with Lando Norris. Locking up, fighting the Alpine this is actually. And does he go straight on? Ooh, double lockup, straight on. And straight into the barrier. Should we pit Bottas? This is the final chance. I think we do. We're going to just gain back this time we lose with the bunching up. And then we just... It's only 4 laps difference. Surely we can just make it work. I hope so. We're both coming in. Let's go. No. Oh, did I call that too late? Is that too late? Is that... Oh, come on. Is that honestly too late to call him in? Right. He'll come in on the next lap. And I hope he doesn't lose too much positions, because we're not going to catch the safety car. We're not even caught the safety car yet, so we're still driving to a delta time. So Bottas is now in. I really hope he didn't lose too much time there. Gasly's there, so he'll go back behind Gasly. But look at this gap here. Hopefully he can slot in. I really hope he can slot in here. Speed this up. Bottas coming through. Oh, no. Brilliant. Okay. No, that's solid. He's right behind Gasly. Didn't lose any positions, because that's where he would have come out anyway. So actually that's worked out. Okay, not bad. That's good. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. So, in terms of who's made pit stops then, well, Leclerc and Perez, for some reason, they're staying out. So I think that's a mistake on their part. So that might open the door, you know, for Verstappen. If he was smart, if his AI team was smart, if I was him, I would be converting this to a one-stop. Forget going back onto mediums at the end of the race on that two-stop. I would try and just go to the end now with track position and hope Leclerc gets stuck behind and has some sort of issue later, because that's your only hope, really. 2 people ahead of us have not pit, so it's kind of crucial to get past them, but they're also mediums at 54%. It's going to be a tough one to call, but of how to do that, because do I push and get ahead of them, then try and conserve? Might be the way. Right, green flags. Let's go. Why is he not saved ERS? He's not saved enough ERS there. Right, neutral. We'll go aggressive, not full out attack. And then pushing on fuel. Let's go, go, go. Right, green flag soon. Trying to get past the McLaren. Let's go. On this first time of asking. Come on, come on. No DRS, but we're gaining. Gaining. That looks like a move. Come on, Gasly. Down the inside. I want to see a big dive. No. No. Yes. No. Oh, mixed emotions. Very mixed emotions. Right, Ocon and Ricciardo in the pits. Schumacher's run right. So now we are up into P5 and 6 with these two. Now we just sit like this. Conserve all the way to the end. That is the game plan. We're saving fuel this entire time, because I want to save the fuel for the end of the race just to help us fight a little bit against the two stoppers. Right, and having to now speed them up a little bit, because all of a sudden Russell's now behind us and he's on a set of hard tyres who he might be going to the end. So all of a sudden now Hamilton, because of that safety car, Merc are back in this race, because if they are doing a one-stop like us, they're right here now. Unfortunately, Verstappen is in the lead. Leclerc has yet to make a pit stop, so he's really committing to this one-stop. Maybe that means Verstappen and starting to push enough. They are still on a two-stop. That gives us maybe hope for Mercs to also be still on a two-stop. I don't know. Right, overtake mode for Bottas. Going to try and get him past Gasly, and then Gasly can hopefully just stay ahead of Russell and then get the DRS off him and benefit from that. Maybe not go harvest, just because that's a bit dangerous. Russell gains. Oh, that Alpine, mate. That Alpine. Right, harvest with Bottas. Let's attack. Overtake mode with Gasly. Try and gain a bit here. And then go harvest as well. Because he'll gain, but then stick behind. Where is Russell? Good. Okay, that's what you want. That's what you want. Sticking behind each other like that. Is Russell going to go for a move here? Oh, Russell does. Oh, he's gone very aggressive. Surely that means he's pushing, because that was very aggressive compared to anything Hamilton did beforehand. Leclerc's in the pits now, so Leclerc will go down the order here, actually. And there's not on the safety car. Leclerc will be down the order. Leclerc is down in P10. In P10. If the race ended like this, Verstappen's champion. I just want to point out. Right, sit rep. We are, well, in a fight with Alonso. Bottas and Gasly have been swapping left, right, and centre since I last updated you guys. Unfortunately, Alonso's now just overtaken us. But we've got a lot of fuel in the tank. We've done very well on the tyres as well, I feel. I'm hoping this is just a bit of a blip and Bottas can get by him. He should be able to on this next lap, but we'll stick with it. But now in this train with us is the two Mercedes and Leclerc in P8 there, which is quite important for the championship. So let's see how this one filters out. Bottas, though, now got the Merc for trouble. Let's see with overtake mode, though, on this next little straight, if we can get him. And then with gas, they're going to have to harvest there into that corner. Good. And then defend. And then, actually, let's use the fuel to help. Let's use the fuel to help, because both have got good fuel. So, pushing on fuel. Let's run board Gasly. Just see this from behind. Will he stay ahead? Just about, I think. Just about. Harvest there. Go. Cool. Oh, Bottas down the inside. Oh, lovely. Lovely stuff from Valtteri. That is what you want to see. That's good. And then overtake mode. Oh, Alonso's locked up. Alonso locked up live in front of my eyes there. And he's in the wall. He is in the wall. And that's another safety car. Okay, that changes the game a little bit. Especially for Verstappen and Sainz. Because if they're clever, they're going to pit under this safety car probably. If they are doing a two-stop, that is. If they are doing a two-stop. For us, let's go conserve. Let's conserve the fuel. And let's harvest DRS, everyone. Thank you. Good stuff. Second safety car of the day. That's going to help us. Give us a bit of breathing room. Are they coming in? No, they are not coming in, which says to me they have converted to a one-stop. And that's probably the right thing to do, maybe. But also now Leclerc is going to close up with fresher tyres. Right, safety car is in on this lap. And we have got going. Trying to stay ahead of the Mercs. Sainz chasing after Verstappen. Both on deploy right now with ERS. And on a bit of aggression on the tyres, just pushing a little bit, but probably going to go to standard once we've got past this straight, I would say. Because that's the crucial point. Does Sainz make a move? Ooh, no, not quite. Right, Bottas, Gasly, please. Oh, Leclerc, that's a crucial move. That's a big move for Leclerc to get ahead of Russell. That's going to get him back in the championship. So now, mathematically, I think Leclerc is still going to win it, no matter what Verstappen does. So Leclerc, well, Verstappen's hoping for more of a disaster from him or something to happen in this race with him, basically. Because right now, as it stands, Leclerc would still be the champion. There goes Leclerc, making an overtake on the Mercedes car. So Leclerc's going to be up to P5. So really, this is a champion's drive. He is making sure there's no funny business, and he is going to be winning this championship well in the points. Minor gearbox there for Bottas. That's going to hinder him a little bit, hopefully not too much, but our drivers have swapped positions, I think, or no. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. Sainz pit. Oh, no, Sainz pit. Sainz pit. We're P2 and 3. I bet Verstappen's coming in. I bet he's coming in. I bet he's coming in. No, he's not coming in. Hamilton is in, though. Hamilton's in. Hang on. Why is he coming in? So he's very much committed to the two-stop, as with Sainz, but Verstappen's committed to that one-stop now. All of a sudden, we're on a double podium right now, and Leclerc, the to-be champion driver, is P4 behind us. Not going to fight him, though. No point fighting him. He's so much quicker. So I might even, when he closes up to us right away, I might just go harvest DRS. Conserve tyres, everything, because there's no point. All right, here we go. Right, harvest, conserve tyres. Going to put fuel on balance because there is no point fighting this. I'm hoping he just overtakes us now. We're going side by side. That's not going to help him overtake us, but let's see. As we come through, he's going to get stuck here a little bit. To be fair, we're helping Verstappen here a little bit by holding him up an absolute yard, but there you go. Slips through into P2, and now we go back to standard. High fuel push, though, and then neutral. And now we go there. And we can speed this up and go like that. Oh, Verstappen's in. Oh, Verstappen pit anyway. All of that for nothing. Leclerc leads on the one stop. It's a champion's drive. It's a champion's strategy from Ferrari. They get it right. Verstappen and Red Bull get it very badly wrong. And all of a sudden, me and him, Gasly and Bottas, P2 and 3. Right, so the sit rep, Leclerc leads the way. Gasly and Bottas, nose to tail, P2 and 3. They've done so well up to now. Perez wasn't looking like he was going to catch us, but now Verstappen has been released. Sainz released. They're coming for these podium spots. We've got, just over 10 laps, 11 laps to go. I think they're going to get us. So it's going to be... Well, I think we can stay ahead of Perez, maybe. And if these two fight, actually, that will help us. So, I don't know. The dream is 2-3 in the final race. I think reality maybe 4-5, which is still pretty damn good. But go on, Sainz. Keep attacking him. We had to go and conserve also, you may have noticed. That's also why they rapidly caught us. But we had to go and conserve to make sure we've got enough tyres that they're not going to fall off the cliff right at the end. So, 10 laps to go, 40% wear. I think that's doable, but this is now going to be tricky here with Verstappen coming through as well. Will he go for the move on the inside with Bottas? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Okay, there we go. Bottas. Oh, no! Bottas! What are you doing? No! No! Bottas! We've got less than 10 laps and you've crashed! Come on! Oh, Verstappen overtook him. Did the pressure get to him? As soon as he overtook it, he overtook him in the last sector. Didn't even overtake him very nearby. And he's crashed. And is he out the race or is he's just got mad damage? He's got terminal damage on the front wing, minor damage on there, and that terminal damage on the front wing means he's out. In the last race, Bottas is out, and this is why. Just a lock-up. Oh, blooming hell. Right, Verstappen is overtaking Gasly. Bottas will be pitting in this lap, and I guess there's no point of not going on attack now as he comes in, and we'll see. Gasly, though, light and balanced, because now we've been overtaken, so that damage is done. But we're now trying to stay ahead of Hamilton to the end, and I need to protect these tyres because we're on 39%. Oh my god, that two-stop is actually quite powerful for Hamilton. We will try our best. We will try our best. Hamilton down the inside. That may be the move. Let's go for overtake mode, though. Right on board with Gasly. Re-overtake him, mate. Come on. Come on. Push on the fuel as well. Good stuff. Lovely. Come on, come on, come on. Get past him. Nice. Harvest then. Okay, back ahead. Can we annoy Hamilton for 8 laps and stay ahead? Also, Bottas, for whatever reason, he's been going around without a front wing. I explicitly said pit in this lap, and he didn't do it. Great. Thank you very much, mate. Hamilton round the outside. That's fine, though, because as long as we stick within a good margin, we'll try and stay with him, basically, for the next DRS straight. Oh, Hamilton, what the... Ah, what? How did he pull out 1 second in a straight? That's a bit ridiculous. That's a bit ridiculous. We lost DRS just off that 1 straight. Okay. Right, Perez with defensive DRS. Can he keep Perez at bay for anything? 6 laps to go. Behind him, there's a decent margin to Russell, so minimum finish P6 with Gasly, which is not bad considering the pace of our car after the patch. But I would like to get P5 at least. We lost Hamilton a long time ago now, but can we keep Perez at bay? And now the answer is Russell may get us as well, because it is difficult out here. With conserve, you go so slow trying to keep these tyres in check. Ah, Russell, no. The conserve driving, that may be the ultimate thing. Going off the cliff now as well. That's going to be painful. Okay, this is the nail in the coffin, because now we're outside 1 second on that 55. So there goes Russell. Goodbye, mate. P7. P7's going to have to be P7. And that's even if we don't get caught by, well, Joe. It would be very ironic if Joe, brand new out of everyone in the AlphaTauri, caught us. Right, Verstappen's on his last lap. He's going to win this race, but it won't matter. Leclerc's right there in P3, doing enough to win this championship. Gasly P7. Bottas, I literally haven't even managed him since he crashed because I was so fed up with him in that race because he was actually doing so well. Like, so well. So, and he's just catching Mick Schumacher for 14. So, does it really matter? Probably not. Wait, what the... Oh, wow! I didn't even notice Sainz won that at the end. How did he do that? How did he do that? So Verstappen doesn't even win the race, and we're literally marginal on fuel. I really hope we don't run out of fuel here right at the end. Let's watch this replay, though, this of Sainz winning. He got it before the last corner. So it's a Ferrari win. Verstappen doesn't even win it. So he'll lose the championship by even more points. A few more points than he would have, but let's see. Please do not run out of fuel, Gasly. You're right on the mark. Okay, we're good. +0. Yeah, all good, all good. Deployed to the end. Lovely. P7. Best of the rest. Literally best of the rest. 2 Ferraris, 2 Mercs, 2 Red Bulls ahead of us. Realistically, can't ask for more. Can't ask for more. You can about this, man. Very, very questionable stuff today. Go on. Use deploy, whatever. Attack. Last corner overtake. Heroics. Will he get it on the line? No. P15, really disappointing flat end to the season for the Flying Finn. But this man, Charles Leclerc, is a Formula 1 world champion in the F1 manager world. In the end, it's a 1-2 for the Ferraris in the Drivers' Championship. That's going to be very annoying. By 1 point, Verstappen doesn't even get second. He gets third. We finish up with Bottas in P5 in the championship. Gasly, P7. That's very solid. And there you go. Constructors... 3rd place, Merc, even with those points all nowhere near us. We already did the damage before. That's great stuff. So Gasly has 1 development point. I'm going to add that onto his braking. And that's going to boost him up to 85 overall for the first time. That's really, really solid. So inbox then, a remarkable season. On behalf of the board, I want to congratulate you on a truly fantastic season. Exceeded expectations at Alfa Romeo. Same thing here. 2020-21 results. There you go. Drivers' Championship. Leclerc wins it. Ferrari win it. So a very alternate F1 universe already from what we saw seen in real life. And now car development is locked. So I'm just letting you know with the season ending, we're no longer allowed to design or manufacture any new car parts. Warehouse also being cleared of any parts to be designed this year and will be invalid for next year's Constructors' Championship. That's fine because we had nothing in the pipeline. So now what we have left is then the final board assessment of the year. And it is going to look like this. So our season objective was 5th. We got 3rd, so we very overachieved there. Long-term objective, we smashed out at the park with 8 podiums versus 6 they wanted by 2024. So, very positive about that. So, best driver position was 5th place with Bottas in the championship, that is. Of course, we got multiple wins with Gasly and even Bottas. Team rating, noteworthy. So, we went up to 580. Constructors, 536. Drivers up to 20 from 0, and then Heritage still 24 because we didn't, gain any trophies or anything like that, I guess. And then the team rating still 3, confidence is high, and we get a team bonus of 1.5 million only. Okay, I thought I was expecting a bit more. We did overachieve massively with Alfa Romeo this year, but okay, it's okay. 1.5 million, I'll take that. Our pit crew, in terms of their training, lower performance on the front and rear jacks, tyre changes went down to 47. Even though I put training focus on tyre changes, it went down. Wing adjustment went down. Car release went down. Everything went down. Even though I put training onto... You should check the pit crew training in your preferred area. I put it on pit crew. I put it on tyre changes, and it still went down. That makes no sense. The regulation changes are coming in for 2023. In terms of sporting, there's now no fastest lap bonus for the fastest lap. And then the minor technical changes are the front wing and the rear wing losing, well, in all areas of both those parts. But of course, we've had 2 research projects to try and counteract those. Right, we've got staff changes. We've secured our technical chief that we already had. They've automatically secured him until 2025. So that's good. That's decent stuff. So we've got him for a lot longer. And we're keeping all these engineers that we had. Pierre, obviously, for Pierre. And then John for Bottas. There was also mail about driver changes. Bottas secured until 2023. So they gave him automatically a 1-year contract, I guess. Is that what that means, basically? So we had 1 year left with Bottas, 1 year left with Gasly. Although, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Do you think I need to change Bottas out? He's 33 years old, and he's making mistakes. And Gasly's only getting better and better and improving in terms of stats to match Bottas. So is it time to even boot our flying Finn and go for an all-new driver lineup in Alfa Romeo compared to what they have in real life? Pourchaire, he's still in development. We're still going to develop him. We've actually got a development point here to add to him. I'm going to do reactions there. But I'm going to push ahead now with a factory improvement. 11 million. It's going to take 100 days. That's a pretty big step up. But I'm hoping it'll be worth it. We've got nearly 16 million. So we can afford it right now. And we're going to do it. Going to go do it because that will be a long-term thing that comes in. And when that comes in, that will be a big boost to design and factory. And now Simone Ricci has got 2 development points that we can add on. So, lacking a little bit on the... I think underfloor makes a massive difference, So, let's add underfloor 73 and maybe even 74. Let's go for it. 74 on the underfloor. And the memorabilia room apparently needs refurbishing. That's fine. Well, we can upgrade it even. Will that even make the team attractive? And even more? Okay, we can do that. We can afford that. Let's go for that. And then the second bit of research is done. And we are now at the 28th of December. Literally the end of the year. I'm going to stop it literally as we get to the end there. Memorabilia done. 29th of December. And there we go. We are at the 31st of December. And the next button to click is starting the new season, which we will do next time, guys. As I said, let me know. Are we going to look for a different driver to go alongside Pierre Gasly? Or do we stick with our guns, stick with our original flying Finn, and see how we do with him with next year's car? Hopefully a step up. I hope. I really hope. I'll catch you guys next time for the pre-season preparation of the next season of this F1 Manager career mode. If you did enjoy this one and enjoyed the entire first season, then be sure to hit the like button, guys. Appreciate the support on what has been a very different game, of course, to what I'm used to on the channel. But, of course, myself, my channel, we do have a lot of history with manager games, so I've really enjoyed it, getting back into it. Enjoyed a lot of you guys who maybe prefer that kind of content, coming back and viewing the channel, watching these these kind of videos, so appreciate that a lot. If you're only around here, then do get subscribed for an exciting Season 2 coming up of this game on this career mode. Till then, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Goodbye.